Yo, welcome back to more Tsukihime. So this round has been wild, to say the least. I honestly cannot fully put together what all is going on, especially after what happened last time with Akiha and Kohaku. I don't know. I don't know the significance of certain things, the implications of certain things, like the same naming, alternate naming patterns as like with Shiki and Shiki. Does that imply another Akiha or something, or the split personality thing? Does it denote that split personality for in the context of the tonal family? Probably. But as far as like Akiha sucking Kwaku's blood, that is another like wrench thrown into the mix. Of course, it was shown through the lens of a quote unquote dream Shiki had. It did that. I hate when Tsukihime does that, but it's also like clever because it's like I'm not supposed to know like what's fully going on there. I can only guess. Like the obvious conclusion is like she's a vampire and we just didn't know that. Okay, can I learn more, please? Like I just have to kind of accept that that scene was shown, and now I just have to keep going. That's kind of like the thing that's been happening here. But yeah, ever since Yumizuka, up until that point, Shiki's dreams as well of him going out and killing people. It's very fucked up. But again, as I said, I feel like I just have to keep going. Hopefully stumble across more answers, probably more questions, because that's a thing too. But I'm enjoying the insanity at the very least. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going and we'll see. So let's go. Hot. 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 Once aroused, my body can't be calmed with something like sleep. So, right, because this was after that night where we were outside with Akiya, who she was in that very lovely outfit, and we had a interesting moment with her. That was sweet, and there's a mixed emotion there considering what happened right before. But yeah, this looks like this is the night, and Shiki is going through it again. Great. So, tonight too, I shall relieve my thirst. It seems I went into town at night again. It seems my eyes are bloodshot and I'm waiting for someone to pass by again. When did I unknowingly fall asleep? Long hair swaying, wandering the town at night. I'm having another homicidal dream. It seems I found new prey. Anyone will do tonight. Killing a strange man, dragging him into a back alley. The sound of biting the throat. There's a gurgling sound. Biting into the throat and drinking blood to relieve the thirst. It's the same again. Then, an obstruction appears. I throw the body aside and rise. Someone is watching me. Is it Xiao again? The black figure appears. Shaking my hair loose, I look up at the moon. The figure is someone I know well. From rooftop to rooftop, from shadow to shadow, the figure follows. The black figure looks a lot like Xiao Senpai, matching the fiend's unnatural speed perfectly. Interesting, that was like a third person perspective. I guess from Shiki's unconscious perspective. The movement stops. Since it's excited, it seems ready to fight. It seems tired of running. It probably felt like playing. Xiao Senpai is coming. After that, it was quick. Xiao Senpai was very strong, but when a passerby happened to appear, that was the end. Wait, what? When she moved to protect that passerby, she was skewered with something like an iron pipe along with the passerby. What the fuck? Wait, what? It's too cruel to watch. Lifting her hands up, they too are skewered with pipes. Hung like a crucifix, Xiao Senpai is stripped. I know it's laughing. Sliding its tongue over Xiao Senpai's breast, it laughs. Whoa. But yeah, this is third person. Xiao Senpai simply glares, doing nothing. Blue pupils like flames. Looking into my eyes. The image stops. Organs break. Like peeling off a scab. I wake up. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god! That is, freaky. I mean, it is Xiao, so she's quote-unquote fine. I mean, she's not fine, but that wouldn't kill her. knowing what we know. But yeah, crazy. I guess this is gonna keep happening until Shiki just gets worse and worse. It's not looking good. I jump out of bed. It's almost 6 in the morning. Even Senpai, why? No, that woman in priestly robes wasn't necessarily Senpai. Because there was something different about her. The me inside the dream was strange, but that Senpai was even stranger. Leaping from rooftop to rooftop and throwing swords like bullets. Oh, she was throwing swords, okay. It almost seemed like Senpai was more of a monster than the killer. So it has to be a dream. Because when I opened my eyes, I was sleeping in my own bed. I can just call it a dream? I laugh. Whether or not it was a dream isn't the problem. What I remember and how much I didn't want to kill are meaningless. All I know is my body is still excited. The feel of breaking the man's neck, of skewering Seal Senpai's arms over her head and licking her body. God, it's such a perverse, like, impulse in Shiki. I can still feel the heat of her breath. So whether it was a dream or reality makes no difference. I killed someone and tried to rape Senpai in either case. Yikes. Excuse me. Hisui enters carrying my school uniform. Good morning, Shiki-sama. And that's the thing, like, with the dream, when things are framed as a dream in Tsukihime, it's like, it still makes you question it. Because at this point, it's like, okay, it's Shiki. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, what is, like... And it ties into the whole Akiha Kohaku thing as well, like... It's very teetering on the line of, like, making me question things. Also being forced to accept, like, what's going on and assess what I already know from previous routes. Again, I just have to keep going. Like, I don't mind if I'm wrong about certain things, because that certainly happened, and, like, it's fine. But it's just, this route is really, like, it's a maze that even after, like, everything I learned from the near side routes, far side is already being like, whoa, crazy. Yeah, morning, Hisui. I answer, shaking off the remaining sensation of Senpai's warmth. But it's no good. Even though Hisui came to wake me up, I still can't help but feel depressed. Shiki-sama? You seem pale. Are you still ill? Nah, it's not that. I'm always like this in the morning. I get out of bed. My head aches, but I ignore it. I'll go to the sitting room. I bet Akiha's waiting? No. It seems that Akiha-sama is not feeling well this morning either, so she shall be absent from school today. Oh. But she was fine just last night. I cannot say. Since I heard this only from Nesan, I do not know the details. I see. Another fit like before, I guess. Nesan is in the sitting room, so please ask her for the details. With that, Hisui leaves. Ah, good morning, Shiki-san. You're up early today. Morning, Kohaku-san. I heard Akiha's condition is bad. What happened? Eh? Ah, Hisui-chan told you? Akiha-sama has a bit of a fever, so she's taking today off. A fever? But why? Well, she's been really busy since you got back, hasn't she? Speaking with relatives, arrangements to change schools. She's just tired out. Just tired out? Really? Of course. Oh, Shiki-san, you're panicking. It must be really important to you. Baku-san laughs happily. As she speaks, I realize how tense I was getting. Nah, I wasn't really worried about Akiha. I was just... Just what, Shiki-san? Her eyes stare straight at me. I'm not good at lying, and I don't want to betray my feelings. Raise mic a little bit. That's better. For my posture. Posture check. Drink some water. You too. No, you're right. Akiha's important to me, so like you said, I was worried. Though I'm embarrassed, I tell Kohaku-san my true feelings. Shiki-san, you're very honest today. Please say that when Akiha-sama's here. With an innocent smile, she says something pretty scary. Oh, come on. There's no way I could tell Akiha that. By the way, is she still asleep? Yes, she took some medicine and went to sleep a short while ago. She said there's no need to visit, so Nissan should just go to school. Really? Well then, I'm glad. I sit down on the sofa. At least this is one less thing to worry about.
Ah, Shiki-san. Last night, were you really talking to Akiha-sama in the garden?
That's right. I couldn't sleep yesterday, and when I looked out, Akiha was in the garden, so I went out and talked for a bit. Why?
Well, Hisui-chan said so I was a bit worried. But Shiki-san, you shouldn't be going outside late at night. It's very dangerous these days.
Because of the killer, right? I think I know that better than anyone.
Even so, please take care. Apparently a man was killed in town last night.
Yup, he sure was. I jump off the sofa. And also a bystander along with Ciel, apparently. Kwaku-san, is that true?
Yes, it was on the morning news. Since the victims have all been women until now, they seem to be talking about it a lot.
A man. A male victim. The unknown man I killed in the dream.
Shiki-san?
Kwaku-san is saying something. No, it's nothing. That's all I can say as I stand in amazed shock. This is not good. This is not good, dude. I arrive at school. It's 7:50. Even though I left the mansion very early, I still only made it to school at the last minute. The reason is obvious. The possibility that I might be a killer slowed me down. I step through the gate. There are people like me all around going to class. Every time I see them, I freeze. There are people who never think of murder. And amongst them, there are people like me attending the same lessons. Yumizuka, at last I know how you felt. Wow. No, I can't compare my situation to hers. But perhaps now I understand a little of her feelings. Dude, yeah, it was really fucking tragic the way that she just had to suddenly relentlessly feed against like her own desire. I mean, she acclimated pretty quickly. Like, she had this predisposition to being a dead apostle, apparently. But fuck, like, she was suffering a lot because of it. And now with Shiki having these dreams and seemingly, like, feeding on people, it's like, yeah. The way I am now, I can't be here. I have killed many people already. It doesn't matter if it's a dream or not, but with desires like that, I must not be here. I smile wryly. A few days ago, I wouldn't even have imagined something like this. Hey, you. If you just stand around like that, you'll be late. Eh? Someone hits me on the shoulder. Wait, who's this? Oh, it's Yo, of course. We always see her here.
Good morning, Tono-kun. We're here today at the same time.
I'm so surprised I can't speak.
What's wrong? Your face is red, Tono-kun.
I forgot. Thinking only about myself, I forgot about Senpai. Last night, the black figure who appeared before me as I killed, pursuing the killer, caught by the killer, and skewered from behind. And then, the body I was about to rape. Ooh, Senpai, I don't know what to say. Should apologize for last night, but I still don't know myself whether that was a dream or not. But more than anything...
Yes? What is it, Tono-kun?
No, you seem the same as ever, Senpai. More than anything, Senpai is the same as ever. So either last night's events were just a dream, or the figure in black wasn't Ciel Senpai. The person who was skewered with an iron pipe last night would not be attending school today, and if Ciel Senpai was the figure from yesterday, she should not be smiling warmly at the killer. You would think, wouldn't you?
Tono-kun? Is something wrong? Your face keeps going red and blue. Are you not feeling well? An autumn cold, perhaps?
No, it's not that, it's just... the feel of last night's dream is still with me, and I can't look directly at Senpai. The gleam of naked skin, its soft texture. My fingers gripping her soft breasts with most of the red blood flowing over her like a tattoo. This is bad. I remember too much, it's too real.
Tono-kun, you've really been strange for a while. Maybe you should get some medicine from the nurse's office before going to class?
Is she concerned? Senpai peers up at me. Wait, Senpai. If she gets close, I'll remember last night's dream. With Ciel Senpai's face appearing before me, I can feel my face going completely red.
You seem really ill.
Dropping her shoulders in amazement, Senpai stretches out her hand. Senpai's hand touches my forehead. Her warmth and gentle touch is too much. Wait, Senpai, it's nice, but right now it's a bit...
It doesn't feel like you have a fever.
Senpai ignores my words, pressing her hand against my forehead. And as she takes my temperature, I catch sight of a bandage under the sleeve of Senpai's uniform. Eh? The bandage goes a little way down from the base of her palm. There's no mistaking it. That is where she was skewered last night. Oh, Shiki just confirmed. My body heat vanishes instantly. This is not good. This is not good. I feel as if reality is collapsing around me. Senpai, that bandage on your arm. What happened?
This? Well, it's embarrassing, but it was my own negligence. It healed already, but I felt like putting a bandage on. It's nothing major, so don't worry about it.
Senpai speaks casually. Why? Because I know it's a lie. No, it is something major. Since you were skewered by that iron pipe, I bet it still hurts. Wow. Then the smile vanishes from Senpai's face. Oh shit. Thump. The atmosphere in my dream returns. For an instant, the air around me freezes.
Tono-kun, do you have a moment?
I guess we do. Saying so, Senpai takes my arm. I can't find words yet. Ciel Senpai says nothing and she pulls me behind the school building. Where all expositional talks with Ciel take place.
I guess I made you skip class.
For some reason, Senpai sounds so normal. I can say nothing. I can only hang awkwardly on this ray of hope. That in a moment, Senpai will say, "What are you talking about? Last night, Tono-kun?" That dream will be a dream after all, and Senpai will just be Senpai. Senpai,
Yes, I should show you this first.
Interrupting me, Ciel Senpai rolls up the sleeves of both arms. Both arms weak, wrapped in bandages.
As you say, this happened last night.
I can't ask who did it, because it is my doing. But it's clear now. It's the truth. I am a killer who has killed many people already. Crap. It's real. It really happened. Senpai says nothing else but merely stares at me. At me. She knows Tonoshiki is the killer, then why? Why? Why does she? Why have you said nothing until now, Senpai? You knew I was the killer, right? So why didn't you? I can't understand why she continued to be my ordinary school senpai. I've killed people. I did that to you last night. How can you face me like that, senpai?
It's not unusual. I'm your senpai, so why shouldn't I? Whatever you say, I haven't seen you out at night.
Straightening, she speaks frankly. Oh. Wait, so... What? She hasn't met me at night, but yesterday we were fighting to the death. It's not Shiki. Okay, confirmed. Oh my god. What are you talking about, senpai? Twice now you've interrupted me killing someone.
That's true, but I've never raised a sword against you.
Wait. What? That's nonsense. You've thrown loads of them at me. I saw it clearly. Or are you saying that figure wasn't you? Are you pretending not to know?
Well, I would like to feign ignorance if I could, but there's no reason to if you've seen that much.
Senpai's attitude is completely unchanged. Senpai's words just seem not to the point. No, she is purposely doing so. If I calm down, I'm not one to talk, but Senpai isn't exactly normal either. Can someone give me a straight fucking answer, please? So is that why she is trying to evade my questions? Senpai, please answer me seriously. There's too much I don't understand. I'll go crazy. Ciel senpai, why were you doing that?
Oh, Tono-kun, you look scary.
I don't know how serious she is, but senpai pulls away from me. Somehow she dodges the question completely. Senpai, please answer me seriously. Last night and before that, what were you? That was something no ordinary human can do.
What do you mean that?
I mean, that ridiculous movement, throwing all those swords. I saw about 20 swords. Were you keeping them all? And last night...
Yes? What about last night?
Last night, I stabbed you with an iron pipe. So how can you be walking around so calmly today? However you look at it, it's not normal. Senpai, are you really human? For a moment, Senpai glances down with a terribly sad expression.
I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea.
Ah, Xiao.
I only have the name Xiao, an exorcist specializing in vampires. I know that I'm not an ordinary human like you.
Vampire, senpai?
Don't worry. I'm not from around here, so I'm already ready for you to look at me that way.
Looking away, she says something incomprehensible. Hold on, senpai, what do you mean by exorcist?
An exorcist is an exorcist, a member of a holy order who has learned the rites from banishing demons. Don't you know, Tono-kun? It's a common word, so I thought you'd know it. Well, to be honest, I do more extermination than banishing, so I'm a bit different. Would it help if I said it's more like a sorceress? It's not exactly right. In fact, it's almost the opposite, but perhaps it'll be easier for you to understand.
Sorceress? But I can hardly call it impossible. After all, I've seen her superhuman powers. But I can't believe it. Or maybe I don't want to believe it. Since she was such a kind senpai, maybe I just want Ciel to stay as senpai. That's a lie. Without realizing it, those words escape my mouth.
Yep, you're right. It's a lie. It's all nonsense, so please don't believe any of it.
She won't say anything. She's just going to let it disappear as a lie. No, this isn't nonsense. I don't want to accept it, but I have to. Why is it? Senpai lowers her eyes sadly. I don't know what's happening either. But I have tried to kill people and you always save me. I don't understand anything, but I do know that.
Wasn't that just a dream? You're just an ordinary high school student. You have my word.
Just an ordinary. Even if it is a dream, someone who enjoys murder every night is living with other normal people. And you always saved me. Huh. Even I feel bad about being bad. Yes, feeling the urge to kill people. Not merely in dreams, but I have such desires in reality too. And not strangers, Akiha, the person I know best. The killer, huh? Yeah. Now that I state it, I understand. It's natural for you to come to me every night. You can't leave such a dangerous guy alone. So you were going to kill me, senpai? Why won't you answer? Say something, senpai. I grab senpai's arm around the bandage and drag her towards me. Yo! Senpai says nothing, looking down. I don't understand. I don't understand anything, senpai. I don't understand myself anymore. So please, senpai, if you know anything, please tell me.
Tono-kun, do you really believe you're the killer?
I can't think of anything else. So I just want to rest now. Since I don't know myself, I want to hear it clearly from you. And then even if I have to die, I'll be ready for it. Why? Senpai?
Why can't you just laugh it off as always? If you did, maybe we could go on like this. But it's too late for that now. The spell is already faded.
Saying so, senpai escapes my grasp and leaps away, far away. Oh, that was Cheeky here, and then Tio, and then, okay. I was just confused, because quotation, then different quotation. That always gets me.
Tono-kun, I'll tell you what I know. What kind of person you are, exactly how many people you've killed.
Oh. For a moment I feel dizzy. Even though I said I was ready, hearing the word killed so clearly, my chest hurts.
Good.
Oh, good. Tell me, senpai.
No, not here. I'll be at the school tonight. After that, you decide, Tono-kun.
So that means she's leaving the final decision to me. If I go to school tonight, that's the end. But if I don't, we can go back to the way we've always been, a final choice. I can't say I'll definitely be there, so I say nothing.
Well then, I'll be waiting at school tonight. But promise me one thing, that you will keep this a secret from your younger sister.
Oh. Eh? From Akiha? Of course, I wouldn't get Akiha involved in any of this, so there's no need to say that. There isn't, but why is senpai asking so seriously? As if saying Akiha was the enemy, not me. Senpai, Akiha has nothing to do with this.
Tono-kun, please be careful around her.
Oh, shit. Leaving a warning in a frightening voice, senpai disappears. Dude, is Akiha really a vampire? I don't fucking know, dude. But the fact that Ciel is warning... Shiki... oh man. The lesson finishes and the students disperse. Even if I'm going to meet Ciel senpai at school tonight, I should return to the mansion first. In the end, the conversation only told me the dreams were real. Nothing is resolved, and I still don't know whether I am the killer or not. After sighing heavily, I leave the classroom. Hisui is at the mansion gate. Huh? What are you doing out here, Hisui?
I am waiting to welcome you home, Shiki-sama.
Eh? Well, I'm glad, but why? You said you wouldn't be able to meet me here anymore.
That was because you and Akiha-sama were together. Nessan, she suggested we should refrain from send-offs and greetings when you were together.
I see. Certainly, if I were with Akiha, it would be awkward to be met by Hisui. Another of Kwaku-san's strange ideas. Well, I'm always glad to be met by you, Hisui. That is interesting. Anyways, I'm home. Thanks for coming out.
Yes. Welcome home, Shiki-sama.
Hisui bows. Thinking about it calmly, a maid bowing in front of a mansion is a terribly anachronistic image. Oh, by the way, is that Akiha doing any better?
Yes, it seems her condition improved by lunchtime. Perhaps you should stop by her room?
Maybe, at least once. You'll be upset if you don't. Please be careful around her. No, I shouldn't. I can't see her right now. Oh, he's heeding Ciel's warning. It's not that I'm not thinking about her, but because of what Ciel-senpai said, it's hard to see her right now.
Shiki-sama, are you not returning to your room?
You're right. Well then, shall we go in? Acting cheerful to hide my uneasiness, I pass through the mansion gates. Yeah, it's probably not so much that he's like, oh shit, I'm scared of Akiha. Like, he probably doesn't fully comprehend, of course, the reason Ciel is warning him, but he's like, he doesn't want to involve Akiha, so he's just like, I'll leave it alone, because I have to deal with this now. It's night. I talked only a little to Akiha at supper, then came straight back to my room. He seemed no different than usual, so I'm sure Senpai's warning was wrong. If I'm going to go, I should leave pretty soon. Senpai said we'll talk at the school today. If I go, she won't be my senpai any longer. But if I don't go, everything will go back to the way it was. Senpai left me with that choice. Ow. Oh dear. This is really a choice? What? Oh my god. Do I want to see Shiki suffer? Oh, obviously I need to go determine my own fate, but what happens if I stay? Because I don't think things go back to the way they were, even if we're like ignoring the problem, but let's say this. Maybe I'll come back to this. I can't let it remain unanswered because I'm super like, I need this conversation. Like, I need this shit. Too much weird shit is going on. I don't know what's the deal with Akiha at this point. Like, I don't know if it's as simple as just that she is a vampire and that's a secret that's just been revealed, but it is framed within the thing of a dream, so it's like, I don't fucking know. I just need a straight answer there. As far as Shiki's dreams, it's still pretty vague in terms of like Ciel's implication of like, no, it's not really you, because I don't know if she's like trying to maintain a normality and she was having her own internal struggle in terms of like her relationship with Shiki personally versus like why she's actually there, because that's a thing in itself. But that's the thing, like, because Shiki can see like Roa himself at this point isn't actively going out and killing. Like, he uses his dead, so I can assume it's Shiki going out at night and doing this. But Ciel being, the way she was written there was so intentionally vague. Like, this has been such a fucking tease so far. Such a tease. But I need this conversation. I can't pick the other choice. I'm sorry, but I will go back if it's, like, really cool. If that dream is real, am I really a blood-sucking killer? I can't let those questions remain unanswered. I should take it just in case. The knife has been in my desk ever since what happened with Satsuki. I slip it into my pocket. Damn, he hasn't even carried it since then. I go down to the lobby quietly so that Hisui and Kwaku-san won't notice. I just need to open the door without making a sound. Before I can open it, it opens with a creak.
Nissan, what is it? Why are you standing here frozen?
Akiha, why are you here? I ask wordlessly.
I was just taking a walk in the garden. What about you, Nissan? You look like you're going to go out right now.
Yeah, I left something at school, so I was going back for it. I don't want to lie to Akiha, so I say as little as possible.
You forgot something?
Akiha narrows her eyes at me.
Well, alright, it's still 8. Make sure you are back by 9, Nissan.
Right. I'll be back in an hour. Yeah, fat chance.
Understood. I shall leave the door unlocked. Please take care.
Akiha walks to the sitting room. It's strange. Before I would have been doubted more, but Akiha seems to trust me completely. Yeah, she let us go more easily that time. Is it because of what happened in the garden last night? Being trusted by Akiha, feeling that she trusts me, makes me very happy. Please be careful around her. Senpai's words return like a curse. Anyway, I'll go to school and come straight back, and I'll meet with Senpai. Alright. I grasp the door handle. The school is wrapped in silence. Our school closes at 6:30, and no teachers or janitors patrol at night. At this time, the buildings are completely empty. All around it's quiet. The only sound is the beating of my own heart. Is Senpai inside, I wonder? Although she said she would wait at school, she never said where. No, Senpai probably deliberately didn't tell me. Well, can't be helped. I'll cut the lock of a window and go in. I remove my glasses. Along with the light headache, the lines appear before me. The lines along which things easily break. Things which can be cut just by passing through them. With Yumizuka, it was just desperation. Removing my glasses calmly like this, I really feel how strange my eyes are. Now, where's a window with a line in the lock? Although anything can be cut, they can only be cut where the lines appear. If I cut the wall or the window itself, it'll draw attention tomorrow. The cut has to be as small as possible. Ah, perfect. Here goes. With a click, I cut the lock smoothly and open the corridor window. Thump. My chest aches as soon as I climb in the window. What is it? It's horribly... Thump. There's a horribly sinister atmosphere. Senpai, where are you? This is gonna be another confrontation with Roashiki. This is his base. And Ciel's here too. This is gonna be weird. It's hard even to murmur. My heart beats. A resounding pumping like a drum driving my blood backwards. Huh? It looks like my fingertips are trembling. I feel sick. Without my glasses, my headache is getting worse by the second. What is this? It's strange. I don't understand. The atmosphere inside the building is so different from outside. If I have to put it into words, it's without life. Compared to the fresh air outside, the air in the corridor is so weak that it feels sad. But I know. Though I'm breathing this air for the first time, I know it. Because I've always watched it. Every night in my dream. When I kill people and drink their blood, the atmosphere is always full of this smell of decay. A sound. From behind me, the sound of something falling. Senpai? I turn. There is a strange man. That shit appearing on screen suddenly freaked me the fuck out. I clasp my hand over my mouth, about to vomit. The lines run within his body. They run through his whole body like blood vessels. Gah. The man walks toward me, as if in slow motion. Hello? I make up my mind and talk to him. It's strange, but my eyes are stranger. It's the first time I've seen lines all over a person's body like this, but take them away and you'll have a normal human. The man is saying something, but his voice is not even a noise. I can't hear. The man approaches. Why is it? Whenever the man steps closer, a shudder runs through me. The man is right in front of me. Wait, who are you? I don't even have time to finish. There is a crash. As he approaches, the man throws me aside with a single hand. My back. Thrown aside, my back smashes against the wall. It's so sudden, the pain makes my eyes dizzy. Ow, what are you doing all of a sudden? I stand and glare at the man. Yep, that's a dead, alright. My voice dies. What is he? What is this thing before me? It's cool that we actually have we're seeing like the proper sprite for the first time, I think. Because before we just saw like the lines, like in Arc and CL Route as well. We didn't actually see. What is this thing before me? Was this a man? Is this a living human being? No, that's not important right now. I recover my sight and I look again at the man. Yes, it's back. Sensei said that my eyes see the death within things. That's exactly right. Because you're... The man is saying something. Of course, it doesn't speak words. Because half of his throat is missing. It was bitten away by something. So there's no way for him to speak by something. Why, you were killed yesterday. Wait, oh shit, it's the same man. Oh shit, his shoulders are shaking, he seems to be laughing. Wait, the same man, but there's no mistake. The corpse before me is definitely the man I killed in the dream yesterday. The man approaches slowly. So he was turned in the dead during that instance, which means blood was poured into him. So either Shiki did that or whoever he was seeing in his dream vision, or bro, I don't fucking know. Give me an answer. Man approaches slowly. There's no thought. The lump of death approaches. A shudder of pain. Then I notice. When the man threw me before, the side of my chest was injured. My body hurts. Not just on the level of muscles, my bones themselves are creaking. Something definitely happened to my ribs. The man flings up an arm. At last, my numb head understands. Without a doubt, he intends to kill me. I dodged the sweep of the man's arm. There is an unpleasant crunching sound. The man's arm is embedded in the wall. It's buried right into the concrete wall. He did not hold back an inch. Yikes. Breaking a concrete wall, and in return he's breaking his own bones. It's a funny, hard to believe world. If it's a dream, I want it to end now. Yeah. The man turns towards me. Another crunch. The man comes toward me, his arm still in the concrete wall. The arm. Stuck in the wall, the arm tears away from his body. It's still laughing. My legs move. I can't bear to be here any longer. I collapse to my knees with a thump. The man, that corpse is not following. At that speed, it can't catch me. My chest hurts. Whenever I breathe, my ribs feel like they're about to break. Somehow I catch my breath. Somehow, I have to somehow get back to normal. I must calm down. Think, look, and then think. I learned that from Sensei. So I have to think hard. Even if that's a dead body. Even if it's someone I killed. I can't think about it. That's just... Ignoring the pain in my ribs, I cry out. I don't understand. I can't understand. The one I killed is about to kill me. The one I have killed has returned to take his revenge. That's just a nightmare. It can't be real, just an insane nightmare. But what am I saying now? I've been in a nightmare for a long time already. Damn it. I have to recover my breath and run away. I have to leave this school, go back to the mansion, tell Akiha I'm home. A sound from behind me. Can't be. Caught up? No, that's impossible. It moved so slowly it couldn't just catch up like that. I looked down the stairs. There's no one coming up. The noise was just my... Oh. Yikes. Again I'm beaten. When I turned around on the stairs, it seems it was already there. Have to get away. I drag my aching body up. I fall again with a thump. It seems that when he threw me this time, my leg was damaged. There's no strength in my right leg at all. I can't stand and I can't escape. I think this scene says a lot. It's like, so Shiki, like, despite his own despair at his dreams and the fact that he has apparently been killing people, his mind isn't even going to the idea of taking off his glasses and just cutting up this guy. Like, he hasn't even had that thought yet. He's just like, I have to get away. I have to get home to Akiha. Like, this guy I killed is trying to kill me. Like, it's just, He's just trying to flee. He's trying to not be killed. But he's not trying to kill the dead. And I feel like... I wonder if, like... Ciel set this up to test Shiki. I don't know. Or, like, to prove to him, like, see, you can't be the killer because you're not even killing him. Like, can't stand and I can't escape. Approaching footsteps. Thump. Clank, clank, a dry, emotionless sound. Thump. The putrid smell of a corpse hanging in the air. Thump. My heart beats loudly. All rational thought is long departed. Thump. It approaches. That corpse is coming to kill me. I'm just afraid. Yeah, it's coming. With a body full of holes, it comes to kill me. One more step. Then it'll pierce my chest the way it did the wall, and that'll be the end. At that moment, I wonder, what is it that I fear? Am I afraid because the one I killed has returned? No, that's not it. Let me lower this a little bit. Am I afraid because I'm about to be killed? No, not that either. I remember only one thing. In my dreams, how hot it is when I kill people. I'm afraid of my own crime. I'm afraid of my own crime trying to kill people. Well, if that's so, then there's no problem. This one's already dead, so there's nothing to fear. Oh, right when I said that. There's nothing wrong with putting the dead to rest. So, there's no need to hesitate about killing again, is there? Yeah. The body flings up an arm. I take the knife from my pocket. What followed was really quick. Was it because I watched all those crimes in my dreams? Or maybe because those crimes were committed by my own hands like I suspected. My arm moved impossibly fast and struck down the corpse like a true killer. The meat, divided into 8 pieces, now just rolls around the corridor. A shudder. The feeling of slicing meat. The acceptance of taking a life. There is no flowing blood. Only my knife drips with blood. I remain spotless. Shuddering. A feeling of pain and coldness crawls on my back. There's nothing to earn. Only my knife drips with blood. I haven't gained anything. I just feel ill. Maybe I'm going crazy. Looking at the remains before me, my chest hurts like it was torn open. The school at night. In the moonlight, it's amusing. I laugh without stopping. It's not funny. Only regret is felt. I killed. Whatever the reason, I killed someone again. Even though he was blameless. This person also had a life to protect. To be fair, this time it was in self-defense. A jarring, laughing voice. I want to kill my ears for listening and my throat for laughing. But I can only laugh. At least I have to laugh. Unless I do a single act resembling human actions, I will break. I'm not laughing because something is funny. I laugh to keep my sanity. If I can't even ridicule myself, I can't keep my sanity. Perhaps I should have cried. But I won't allow myself such hypocrisy. What I do mean by killing the dead isn't a crime. It doesn't change. Whether he was living or dead, it doesn't change the fact that I made the decision to kill him. Even if he was already a corpse, the feeling of stopping his activity does not dull. I have to say one more time. I can't get mad at myself for my stupidity. Even if they're dead, killing someone is still a sin. As long as I, Tonoshiki, remain a proper human, the burden of this sin will never leave me. I remember Yumizuka. Even if it was the right thing to do, in the end I know she wanted to live. Saying death is salvation is only the selfish wish of those still living. Death is just that, and is so painful. Someone is coming. This time it has to be Senpai. Somehow I stand, holding onto the wall. Thump, thump. My heart still beats violently. Even if my heart is halfway dead, my body tries to live until the very end. Such a worthless life. Dying like this is painful. I realized that already 8 years ago, during my time with Yumizuka, and even this very moment. Yet Tonoshiki's body is still making a great effort to survive. How ugly. But which is ugly? The heart that thinks I should die because I'm a killer? Or the body trying to live by killing others? I think it's the heart. Good or evil, my heart is really fragile after all. You're here. Breathing heavily, I grasped the knife. Oh, that was Shiki. My injured right leg hurts faintly. If I can feel pain, I can still move. Meaning I can still fight. And Ciel-senpai appears in the moonlight. Oh man, with all the tats out. I'm surprised. In all the dreams, you never were dressed like that.
Yes, because these are the armaments to kill a vampire.
A jolt. I understand the instant I see her eyes and hear her voice. This person plans to kill me without the slightest hesitation. I see. You called me here to kill me, senpai. Senpai doesn't answer. Surely because there's nothing to say.
It's mean.
You said I'm not the killer, but you knew in your heart that I was.
Yes, I knew from the beginning that the vampire haunting this town was Tonoshiki.
You knew from the beginning?
Yes, so I came to this school in order to watch you.
Whoa, that's a cool sprite. So saying, she draws a dagger. Twice the length and width of my knife, it is a weapon intended to kill. Senpai, I don't know what you are at all. Even if I knew, I don't think it would concern me.
Yes, this is a situation of no concern to you.
Yeah, but I'm afraid I won't be killed. Thinking about it, I killed Yumizuka because I didn't want to die. So I can't just die here. You say you're going to kill me. Ow.
That's fine. If we agree to kill each other, then there is crime, but no punishment. It would be more helpful if you think of it this way.
This sucks. A noise of movement. Before I realize it, Senpai's body is right in front of me.
Well then, Tono-kun. Let us continue last night's fight.
Oh, shit. Wow, a moment. Ciel-senpai moves fast enough to fling up sparks. Her attack is very simple. Leaping from right in front of me, she slashes a horizontal line with her dagger. Here's the thing. This is Ciel. Like, I know Shiki can go in a state where he just is like in a ridiculously quick. I feel like she's not going to be going all out, but she's going to be either subconsciously holding back because she's Ciel, goddammit. Like, she's so good. She was fighting a very weakened, but she was fighting Arcueid. Leaping from right in front of me, she slashes a horizontal line with a dagger. I block with my own knife and then push back. My body staggers. I desperately stop myself from collapsing backwards and look for... What? For a moment, my mind freezes. There's no sign of her in the corridor. In an instant, as our weapons clashed, Senpai suddenly disappeared. Eh? I think it was just by chance. Without reason, just the feel of a breeze beside me, I shift my gaze. In the blue moonlight shining in through the window, I see Senpai's silhouette running up the wall like she was going up a flight of stairs. Above! Even as I notice, I lower my body. Scrambling on all fours like a dog, I escape forward. Dude, Ciel is like running up walls and shit, like instant transmissioning, disappearing away, and this is insane. Glancing back, I see Senpai fall from the ceiling precisely where I was. After swinging at me, she ran up the wall to try to strike my head from the ceiling. Such an absurd roller coaster-like movement was charmingly beautiful, even though it could have skewered the back of my head. As if a previous flash of movement never happened, Senpai stops moving. Is she surprised I avoided that blow? Her blue eyes confirm that Tonoshiki is still alive. Her eyes devoid of feeling like a machine. There is a tension as I wait for her to spring into her next action. I forget even to breathe. With those eyes upon me, I can't move. In just a moment more, that dagger will be driven into my chest. Psst. The only sound is my heart pounding. I stand unable to move and Senpai only stares at me. This is bad. At this rate, I'll break under this tension and make a movement. When that happens, Senpai will certainly strike me down. All I can do is grasp my knife tightly. At that moment, Senpai suddenly speaks.
I'm surprised. You're certainly an excellent killer. You are not good at feeling the other's presence, but you are good at feeling your own death.
The cool way of saying it.
Even if you don't remember it, perhaps you have been trained for such things.
Senpai speaks without even moving her eyebrows.
Against someone that has a superior self-defense mechanism close to seeing the future, assassination is useless.
It's wild. A self-defense mechanism close to seeing the future. It's like some mind's eye type stuff.
Trying to attack you from a blind spot was pointless, Tono-kun.
Seeming terribly sad, Senpai lets out a sigh.
It's a pity. If I can't kill your consciousness before you feel pain, all I can do is attack with my full strength. Even if you can see death coming, your reflexes also make it an almost moot point.
Creak.
You don't look well, Tono-kun.
I mean, that's a lot of credit to Shiki, to be honest, for someone like Seo to say that, cause like, yeah.
You've been feeling that way for a while, haven't you? Nausea that feels like your heart is being grabbed.
Shudder.
You're so sensitive. That's
shudder.
Because of the impulse all living things have that says, I'm about to be killed.
Saying that, she strikes from right in front of me. That was cool. Kuh. I block her dagger with mine. A shock. Senpai's simple attack feels like she used a giant hammer. My knife screeches. My fingertips go numb. But I don't have time to think about that. Her foot audibly strikes the ground. Ha, gah. The air is knocked out of me. Senpai has stepped into the gap between my legs. Yo, so close that our bodies collide, and with that momentum, Senpai slams her shoulder into my chest. I stagger. Strength in my knife weakens. He got tackled. Without a single pause, her second attack begins. Her dagger swings upwards from below. Somehow I block it with my knife, but I can't kill its momentum. Slash. There's a horrible sound. Ah, it's hot. Somewhere I'm cut. Falling meat, the heat of blood. Yo, there's no time to feel any of that. The third blow comes. It was probably aimed at my heart. Since I immediately twisted my body to avoid it, the knife rips out my rib, along with the flesh around it. Yo, Ciel is not playing with Shiki. God, I scream. Coldness of death does not cause me to shudder, but fear from the pain races through me. There follows the fourth unforgiving blow. My ribs are damaged. I can only use the power of my arm to wield my knife, but with that, it's impossible to block Senpai's dagger. Kuh. Somehow I jump back on my staggering leg. I get enough distance. Senpai turns, showing me her back. Crash. She drives a roundhouse kick like a spear into my belly. I collapse backwards onto the hallway floor. I don't have time to feel pain. If I don't stand up immediately, I'll be killed. But it's too late. The moment I get up, Senpai is right in front of me. The dagger strikes down at my heart. Shiki is, like Ciel said, this is like pure just survival. I'm about to be killed. Like, Shiki has a superior, like, sense of danger that allows him to just survive. And he's very just quick too. Like, he's got a bit of a chance, but it's, at this point, he's like just holding on. I was just desperate. In desperation, I try to match her blow by placing my knife next to Senpai's neck. Then, Senpai's dagger stops short. Whoa. Damn, that CG. Ugh. Breathing. My breathing is hard. When her dagger is aimed at my throat. If Senpai moves her hand even slightly, I'll die instantly. That fact. Just that causes me to go insane. But the fact that she stopped.
It's over. Even if you stab that knife through my neck, I won't die. What are... You said before that you saw it. Even though my body was pierced by an iron pipe, my body heals the wound instantly. Certainly, if you stab me through the neck, I'll be dead for a while, but I'll kill you before that.
What? I know it sounds crazy, like, what are you talking about? What she says is true. There's no sense in lying in a situation like this. In other words, this situation where both of us hold each other's life in each other's hands is meaningless. Won't die? But it could be true. Even injured like that, senpai came to school like normal. Kuh. But screw all that. I can see death on her body. Although it's very different from other people's, I can still see her death. Oh shit. So killing her is easy. The lines have no exceptions.
If you don't believe me, please use your knife. In any case, you can't save yourself unless you kill me.
Just really fucking sad, because Ciel, like, wants to die as well, so it's,
Shall we test it out?
She's provoking me. If I can be killed, kill me, she's saying. But senpai, provocation like that is fatal. I'm not like the others, I can really kill you. My heart beats. If I look down, her dagger is at my chest. I have to kill. Because I don't want to die. I found out I shouldn't die that easily, so I can't let myself be killed. He did choose to live. No, it's simpler than that. I just don't want to die. My heart beats. So there's only one answer. Kill. Drive this knife into the line I see in Ciel's neck and kill her. Kill if you want to live. Kill. Or be killed. Kill. 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 I'm sorry. I can't breathe properly. Senpai's eyes don't even appear interested in my death. Her dagger is poised directly in front of my heart. A situation where I'm a second away from being killed. I understand. She stopped. If I don't kill her, it probably would have been that. And she would have left and... What I have to see.
That's odd. You've killed so many people, yet you are fighting to die yourself.
Her voice tinged with disgust, her eyes rimmed with contempt, her dagger ready to kill me. I will be killed. 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 Then, if I kill, 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 it's alright. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. Please die here, Tono-kun.
Can hardly.
Breathe.
But I was faster. Oh shit, dude. Yo, cause yeah, what she just said there, she was about to do it. Oh my god, was that the only way out? I thought I was just being a sicko, but no, this might have been the only way out, dude. This is so fucked. But I was faster. Before she can plunge her dagger deeply into me, my knife runs through the line on Senpai's neck. It's just really fucked, man. This is fucking wild. Which one of us said that? The sound of a head hitting the ground and the sound of gurgling. The neck, face? It rolls, 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 rolls. But that's strange. It had to have been the same time. But only I am alive. Oh no. Senpai's head is the only thing rolling and rolling and rolling. In other words, from the very beginning, Senpai never intended to kill me. Oh my fucking god, she wasn't going to do it. Oh my god. Oh, feels bad, man. So yeah, it would have been fine if I hadn't done it. I mean, I kind of expected that. But wow, to have that confirmed is really fucking sad. Poor Xiao. Oh my god. My throat seems stuck. Senpai's body is so red. The hallway gets wet. Red paint coats everything. Haha. Once someone is decapitated, it seems they add a different function. Spurting. Like a sprinkler, spraying red blood everywhere. Yikes. My whole body is now crimson. More than my knife, from my hair to my shoes, it's sickeningly speckled red. What's this? This isn't a big deal. Yeah, it's really not a big deal. I thought there would be something more, but I only have this floating feeling. It's like this. My dreams were more lively and real. I stand up and start walking. My feet splash with each step. Before me lays the head of the woman named Xiao. Her eyes seem to stare at me. How stupid, senpai. I don't know how much confidence you had, but there's nothing that can't die. Holy fuck, Shiki. So it was your mistake. 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 No, that's the game telling me. Mistake. What's mistaken is everything. The illusion is over. Even though I desperately denied it until now, this confirms it. I am just a killer. With my own hands, I destroyed what shouldn't have been destroyed. The foundations of my being are crumbling away. What's this, Yumizuka? It's just like you said. I start to laugh. It seems I have gone insane. The truth that I am the killer seems so funny to me. Outside the window, the far distant moon shines. My vision has turned red with no signs of returning normal. But my mind on Earth has been swapped with that from some other planet. The years of accumulated perceptions exceedingly enumerate towards unknown equations of evolution. Nothing is even remotely the same. You cannot tell the difference between the crimson you see and the crimson I see. Alas, it seems I am broken. Or was everything just a humorous lie from the beginning? In that case, please let it all disappear tomorrow. The stage set in the dark forest begins. Wait, what? I don't quite understand, but if I am a killer, I must act like a killer. To begin with, let's go out into town and continue my dreams. I catch a random person. Oh my god, dude. I take them to the alley and wait for the person to awaken. After a while, the person's eyes open. As gently as possible, I offer a welcome with both arms spread wide. Now then, welcome to this wonderful killing chamber. Wow. And dude, I made Shiki fully like embrace being a killer. I am awful, but that was kind of great. Teach me, Xiao Sensei.
It's now time for lunch during our third day. I usually go outside to get lunch, but this time I don't feel like doing so. You got your head cut off. Even if you eat it, it won't get to your stomach. Shiki does some nasty things, but isn't it your own fault, Xiao? Haha, shut up. It's better than not even appearing.
Ooh.
Ugh, you're right. Why don't I get to appear? It's stupid. I bet it's your karma, but I have no time to play with you right now. Hono-kun, please go back to the previous choice and choose the selection that's more in tune with your character.
But Xiao, I have to do the weird choices sometimes.
With things like the way they are now, neither I nor Tono-kun will be saved.
Fine. I just want to put it on the record. I love Xiao. I swear. Like, check out my Xiao route playthrough. I love her. I just had to see what would happen. But, man, the fact that... So, because in my mind, I was like, man, because I was like, okay, yeah, it's possible that she doesn't intend to kill Shiki. Because the fact that she stopped the blade there, punching the blade there, is very telling. Like, if she really wanted to kill him, she would do it. And not that, because the level Xiao is at, like Shiki, even with his crazy instincts and just his ability to kind of have moments of really like crazy ability when it comes to using his mystic eyes of death perception and being able to kill. It's like she's fucking Xiao. Like, come on. If she was really, really trying to kill him, she could just do it. But this is such a telling scene as far as her holding back. So I guess I can't do it. But also what I was going to say, in my mind, I was thinking, like, well, in the Xiao route at the very end, when you're in the hallway with her, like, there is you can fuck up that choice. And, like, if you do take off Shiki's glasses, like, she ends up killing Shiki, and Shiki ends up killing her, like, kind of fulfilling her suicidal wish, and because she can't die. Now, but if you do it the right way, you end up having this really amazing moment with her. You embrace her, and then it leads to all the sweetness and everything later. But it's very... So I was wondering, like, well, maybe she could actually be intending to kill Shiki here, but no, she's still holding back. Man, Ciel. I can't breathe properly. Senpai's eyes don't even appear interested in my death. Her dagger is poised directly in front of my heart. A situation where I'm a second away from being killed. That's odd. Oh.
That's odd. You've killed so many people, yet you are frightened to die yourself.
Her breath blows into my eyes. Her words make me dizzy.
Goodbye. If you won't do it, Tono-kun, I'll have to do it myself.
Saying that, Senpai tenses her arms. This is the end. Tonoshiki dies here. If I don't want that, I have to stab with this knife faster than Senpai. Gah! My fingertips feel with strength. But that's all. My arms don't move at all. I don't want to die. It's not that I'm willing to die since I'm a killer. But if I don't kill Ciel Senpai, I'll be killed. So right now I understand that even if I don't want to kill, I have to. So why? Why won't my arm move? Wow, suddenly, I wanted to talk more with you, Tono-kun.
That's why I really don't want to die now.
Those words.
But this is for sure the best way, so don't cry, Tono-kun. You did the right thing.
They force themselves into my memory.
Yeah, bye-bye, Tono-kun. Thank you, and sorry.
Yeah, I see now.
Why aren't you resisting?
I hear Senpai's voice. The dagger is still at my chest. It tears my clothes and digs into my flesh. Like this, you'll die.
So why? Why aren't you moving your knife?
That's because I can't.
Why not? Even though you've killed so many people up to now?
Never again. I can't do it.
You just killed that corpse. After you've done it once, a second or third time will not change anything. If you don't do it, I will kill you.
She's serious. In a second, the killer called Tonoshiki will surely be killed. It's not that I'm not afraid. Yeah, but still, I can't kill someone. As I speak, tears flow. It's not like something is sad or someone's unhappy, but the tears running down my cheeks don't stop. How much time has passed? My mind, which has been in a trance.
Phew. You understand at last, Tono-kun.
Wait, was this the test? Comes back with Senpai's words. Senpai.
See, are you satisfied? You're not a killer. Those words were true words. So all this is just a dream. Tono-kun is Tono-kun. Very gentle, thoughtful, and so sensitive as to cry over something like this.
Xiao, I fucking love you.
Just the ordinary, everyday boy I yearned for.
Wow. Saying so, Senpai puts the dagger away. Her scary tone of death disappears and Senpai returns to her usual gentle self. Why? You didn't come here to kill me, Senpai?
Right, I came here to kill the self-loathing in your heart. You're not a killer. But since it seemed you wouldn't believe that no matter how much I told you, I had to persuade you on a more physical level.
She did all this just so Shiki could finally believe that he wasn't a killer. Oh my god. What? Persuade me physically? Then you mean this was all just an act?
No, I was serious. I couldn't completely rule out the possibility of you being the killer, Tono-kun. Therefore, I couldn't hold back. Besides, it is more fun to go all out. You know, like how you enjoy teasing someone you like? Oh my god. Man, so she wasn't holding back. Damn. Senpai says something pretty scary with a smile. Ha, and with that I collapse. All the things I've been thinking about up until now seem so foolish. Haha. For some reason it's funny and I laugh. The senpai says my fear that I might be a killer has disappeared. Yeah, you're right. Feels like I finally got it. But that's terrible, senpai. You went too far today. Yes, I've been going easy on you up until now, so I made up for that too. Smiling, senpai holds out her hand. I take it. With a grunt, senpai pulls me up. Why is Xiao the best? Exhibit like 300. We exit the building onto the school grounds. Senpai has treated the wounds she inflicted. By some trick, the wounds closed after Senpai put medicine-like stuff on there and put her hand over it. Shout out to Xiao. Well then, I promise to tell you what I know. What do you want to hear, Tono-kun? What? Well, that's obvious. I want to know everything about my dreams. Why do I have dreams about killing people? Who exactly are you? There's a lot I don't understand. Because even knowing what I know, I'm still like kinda questioning things and confused, so this is very helpful for me too. I see. Well, let's start with the dreams you have, Tono-kun. To put it simply, I don't think the dreams you're seeing is your dream. Tono-kun, you say you dream of killing, but isn't the dream more like watching someone killing someone else? It has been third person. Yeah, well yeah. Do you think I would kill people in my dreams if I could control myself? See, that's what I mean. When you sleep, you go into the killer's mind. Well, not exactly going into, but more like being taken into. So even though your viewpoint was that of the killer, didn't you feel as though you were watching things from afar? Thank you for confirming this. I've been driving myself crazy, just like... Oh my god, thank you. That's precisely right. Even though I've had dreams about killings for a while, they've all felt as if I were watching a scene. But why is my mind and this killer's mind merging? There must be some reason, right? Yes, there's a very clear reason, but let us leave that aside for a moment. First, we have to discuss what you are calling the killer. Certainly, there is a killer, but its characteristics are more like a vampire's. That's fair enough. Certainly, you could call someone like that a vampire. I remember the scene in my dream. That guy, while enjoying the killing, he ate their flesh and blood. Yes, I am the person who came to this town to deal with that vampire. Although I can't tell you the details, the world has various defense mechanisms. And I think I also got debated before because there was a point where Hisui, where Shiki woke up and Hisui was like, oh yeah, you suddenly left late at night and you came back. I was like, huh? So I was like, oh, is it Shiki then? Because we didn't see where he went. So I was like, okay. So that was a big debate that they pulled. Although I can't tell you the details, the world has various defense mechanisms. Just like there are police to deal with those who break the law, there are also many organizations which deal with heretics who are inhuman. Think of me like a member of that kind of organization. Deal with vampires? Yes, that which sucks the blood of the living to maintain its own flesh. A stopped life which does so in order to have eternal life. It is my role to wipe out such heretics. That's the reason I was fighting the vampire every night in your dreams. There's nothing to say. To be honest, I don't understand the world she's talking about at all. Huh? So you fought the vampire several times already? Twice now. The first time it escaped and the second time our encounter was rather painful. But yeah, and it was also a bit of a debate because in previous routes it said, yeah, Roa hasn't been coming out because he made a few of the dead himself, and then from then on the dead are out and going out and making more. But maybe it's not him. Are we seeing maybe Akiha? No. She has to be talking about Roashiki. See what this route is doing to me? Twice now, the first time it escaped and the second time our encounter was rather painful, right? So you've seen his face, haven't you? So didn't you know immediately I wasn't the vampire? No, Unfortunately, I couldn't be certain. Since some vampires can change their bodies freely, you cannot rely on appearance to identify them. Okay. Because that was another aspect too. I'm like, you saw him. Wouldn't you recognize? But, okay, fair enough. Really? That's a problem then. But now it's clear. So we've beaten around the bush, but this vampire is a serial killer then? Oh, that was Shiki. Yes. The dead bodies reported as victims of the serial killer are merely leftover food. Usually the flesh is consumed completely or the blood is drained and they become vampires too, so there shouldn't be any bodies left. Hold on. If people who get their blood sucked turn into vampires, then wouldn't they start multiplying? No, there is a limit to those who are killed by having their blood sucked, yet remain without dying. Most humans cannot separate the soul from the body, so the soul dies with the death of the body. Only perhaps 1 in 100 people can remain without dying. Like Yumizuka Satsuki did. What, senpai, you knew about Yumizuka? No. By the time I got there, you had already destroyed her. I'm sorry. Back then, even though I knew you were in pain, I couldn't help you. No, it's alright. I want to think that what happened with Yumizuka was for the best. But I see now. Yumizuka wasn't a vampire from the beginning. She was attacked by that vampire and that was the result. Yes, that's true. But I don't think there are others like Yumizuka-san. It takes many years before a vampire can function as a vampire. For her to be able to function immediately, Yumizuka Satsuki must have had amazing spiritual conception. Eh? Spiritual conception? What's that? A functional extent of the brain determined when a person is an embryo, or so it is said. Like how you use your ability, it is employing a section of the brain most people never use. The same for Yumizuka Satsuki. She was naturally suitable. So instead of being under the control of her parent vampire, she became a vampire that could act independently. Still crazy. I don't understand Senpai's explanation, but one thing occurs to me. Senpai, you mentioned my abilities, so you know about my eyes? Eyes? No, I don't know what kind of eyes you have, Tono-kun, but I know that you have a unique ability. Tono-kun's blood is special. Not a trained ability like mine, but something you are born with. Those kind of things are called supernatural powers, or Kekkei Genkai in Naruto. Most people have only one channel open in their minds, but you have another channel open that we can't see, right? Special blood, you mean the blood of the Tono house? And it's even more complex than that, because he's not even a fucking Tono. So what is Shiki's bloodline that he has the mystic eyes of death perception? What the fuck? Anyway, yes, the Tono bloodline is ancient, but looking at the history of the Tono family, one can see the abilities of its members are varied, such as those who can receive divine inspiration, those unable to maintain their shape as humans and become killers, or those who never awaken to their power. As time passed, this blood has thinned, and probably most of these abilities do not occur anymore. I see. I'm aghast. If what Senpai says is true, then not just me, but Akiha will also have something broken like my eyes? Broken is the right word. But again, I don't even fully know what's going on with Akiha. I can't wait to learn though. Shall I continue? Tono-kun, you asked a while ago. Why are your senses merging with those of the vampire? Yes, I did. I think that is also related to your abilities. Your brain has a large channel than other people's, a larger channel. Because of that, when you sleep and your sense of self dims, your mind is drawn towards a vampire which has an easily connectable brain with you. Huh? Senpai, what do you mean, an easily connectable brain? You can't mean they are made similarly, right? No, that is precisely what I mean. Have you ever heard of twins sharing experiences? It's Voldemort. It's Harry Potter and Voldemort. Twins sharing experiences? For instance, if the elder brother is injured, the younger brother who's miles away feels the same pain. I think that your dreams are similar to this. Fundamentally, identical twins are two humans' flesh, born from the same genes. They are body parts made from the same instructions, so it isn't impossible for pain felt by one brain to be received by the other. The brain is an organ that manages reception and transmission. Since every person's brain is made from a different blueprint, we have to communicate our feelings through language. But if two brains are precisely the same, thought will be transmitted without the need for language. To put it in the previous terms, since the brain's channel is on the same frequency, the electric signal is received. Since your brain is superior to others, you connect to the bodies close to you. Can't be. I don't have any twin. I know, but in your case it doesn't need to be a twin. It's not like you are merging with them, but more like you have similar brains. Since your brain has many channels, there is no need for you to be identical twins. Simply the same roots, a similar body, that's probably all that is needed for you to be drawn in. Probably a sibling with the same parents. Well, I suppose an exception could be made in the case of organ transplants. The flesh might pull on your mind in that case. It could happen with anyone connected by blood? That can't be. Akiha is the only blood relative I have left now. Only Akiha. Is there no one but Akiha? Can't be. That's wrong. Senpai doesn't answer. But wait, no. I wanted to deny it so badly, but this is straight up what CL's telling me. Akiha's the one going out at night and killing people. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. I wanted to deny it. When I said it earlier, I didn't really like... Oh my fucking god. In my mind, I see Akiha's figure drinking Kwaku-san's blood. Cause yeah, what the fuck was up with that? So if she's a vampire, if she's the one always out, the reason we always see her out at night, the reason why they say don't go out in the mansion at nighttime, don't walk around the mansion at nighttime. Yo. That can't be. I knew it. It wasn't a dream. I was the one who killed people and drank their blood. Because if I not, altogether it makes sense. I suspected you at first, but after meeting you I decided you weren't it. But I might have just been fooling myself. So tonight was a gamble for me. If you had killed me without hesitation, I would have known you were a vampire, but you weren't after all. No, that was just... Tono-kun. All those in the Tono family have something inhuman mixed in their blood. Though some were completely harmless, there are usually only one of these in each generation. In the past, there were many members of the Tono family that drank blood. Oh my god. There were many members of the Tono family that drank blood? But you do not need to drink the blood of others or have an urge to. So, that means it's Akiha. How would you know that, senpai? Tono-kun, the Tono house holds a possibility of giving birth to a vampire. If you are not it, then... Are you fucking kidding me? That's on top... Wait, that is on top of the fact of that Ciel chose the Tono family as the next, like, incarnation of Roa. On top of that, they also have in their blood the possibility to just birth a vampire. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I shake my head desperately. I won't accept senpai's words. I can't accept them. But I remember. In the detached building, the face of Tono Akiha drinking Kwaku-san's blood. It's not Akiha. The one with strange power is me. You may be right. Just by looking, Akiha-san does not seem to have her power awakened. She is certainly contaminated with it, but only to a level that she can still turn back. This shit is way too nuanced, man. I don't know what's going on. No, it's not Akiha. I'm the only one who has these troubles. Akiha waited for me for many years, and just today she said goodbye to me properly. I only hunt vampires. Whoever it is, I cannot overlook them. Unable to speak, I only bite my lip. I don't understand. If Akiha is such a thing, what should I do? Should I pretend not to realize, or should I fight senpai to defend Akiha? It's useless. No matter how much I think, I can't find any answers. I understand. Akiha-san is a very important person to you. Probably more important than yourself. Of course, a little sister is always important to her brother. We might end up fighting each other. There's nothing to say. I'm completely defeated.
Senpai clearly states things I don't want to say. Damn, so this is what's gonna be at odds now? We reach the school gates. Senpai seems to have reached a conclusion as she doesn't say anything.
I won't ask what you'll do now. We'll part here.
Her eyes emotionless, Senpai extends a hand. Saying nothing, I take her hand. For only a brief moment, Senpai and I exchange a hollow handshake. With just a goodbye, Senpai departs. Oh my god. Oh, this fucking blows, dude. Hold up. Because here's my thing. I don't like to assume things because my mind, you guys know how I am. I like to think things and overthink things. So even if something seems straightforward, I give it the benefit of the doubt in case it is something more nuanced or more subtle, or if it's something that is baiting me, or if it's another possibility. So I explore all possibilities constantly. Is it exhausting? Sometimes. But I didn't want to like definitively say, oh shit, Akiha's a vampire. Clearly that was like the conclusion, but I was like, how? Why? Can I learn some more, please? But with what Ciel just told us, I'm like, fuck. I'm just completely in awe at the possibility that on top of the fact that the Tono family was chosen to be the next, like, incarnation of Roa, that they also have a possibility to just birth a vampire, and that is apparently Akiha. Like, that is blowing my fucking mind, and I'm like, what the fuck is I don't know what's going on in this visual novel anymore. Like, my overthinking mind is exploding right now, because I'm like, wait, what? This route is fucking with me so hard. Because you have to consider so much, like, what you know, what you're learning, what the characters know, what they are talking about, and whether that's, like, you take it, because you can't always take it as, like, a matter of fact. Sometimes you have to take it with a grain of salt, because our Shiki is not going to know everything in every route, because so usually he has to be explained what's going on. Oh man, I'm exhausted. I'm fucking exhausted, dude. What a terrifying realization. Because both things in my mind ended up being right, because I was like, wait, it can't be Roa Shiki, because he's in hiding and he sends the dead to do his work. But it's probably not our Shiki, because he's seeing it from the third person perspective. They kept framing it that way, so I was like, okay, maybe it is our Shiki, and maybe he's just being pushed that far in this route for some reason, that he's actively, like, giving in to the impulse on an unconscious basis. I considered that. I was like, okay, maybe it's that. But no, now it's like, Ciel was just like, between siblings, that mind connection can be possible. Like Shiki, the channels in your mind are much larger. You have a greater capacity to make that connection. Akiha is a vampire on top of her brother, Roa Shiki, being the next incarnation of Roa. That is bonkers. And their adopted brother has the mystic eyes of death perception. What a stupid fucking family. What a fucked up family, dude. This shit just gets weirder and weirder and weirder. Oh, I'm tired. I'm so tired. That was great, though. That whole test from Ciel, like, to prove Shiki was not a killer. She considered the possibility, because there is a possibility where Shiki does kill her, and then he just fully gives in to his killer impulse. But oh my god. That is... Next time we see Akiha,